Good afternoon, Rover people. Well, I'm playing hooky today, and I'm working on that. And I'm going to work on this a little bit. This doesn't need anything except to take it out and run it. This thing goes like a scalded cat anyway. So anyway, join me for a few as we look at a 110 Land Rover. All right, so got the 110. Got all the axles done, see? Everything's buttoned up. New brake pads in the front. Got the really grabby greeny things. Rear brakes, I gotta get rid of those. They suck. Gotta put discs on the back. Rebuilt the handbrakes. Got new shoes, new springs. Polished the drum out. We're just adjusting the base idle on the 4.2 liter engine. This seemed a bit shitty at idle speed in traffic, so you gotta go in this hole here. And no, it's not metric. None of that engine's metric. Then to take the plug out, put the plug out, put an Allen wrench in there, turn it counterclockwise to wind the idle up. Gotta love them red valve covers, huh? I'd pick the whole car that color if I get away with it. And let's see what we're doing. Okay, now if you flip the AC switch on a 110. Okay, I've got it on. Now turn it off. See the idle drop momentarily. So what happens is when you turn this switch on, which is way over here, see? You push the AC button so it's down. Turn the fan on like that. The stepper motor via the computer picks the idle up, see? Turn it off, idle goes down. The only bummer, so to speak, is the computer's controlling the idle to some degree, and with a stepper motor. So I'll wander around here real quick. That's the stepper motor, okay? That controls hot idle. Can't have any leaks, air leaks, such and such. Got to have clamps on everything, okay? You got to keep it shut. And if you want to charge batteries, for example, just grab the nut here. See? Run the idle up. So if you're jumping somebody, like yesterday we had to jump a car, the only way to charge the battery, because I don't want to sit in there, is get it all plugged up and that. And when I jump cars, I have a plug. Where the jumper cables plug in. I put that on 20-something years ago. So with the AC idle switch on, both the two electric fans in the front will come on. They're off right now, and I'll switch them on. Turn switch on. And if you're listening, it just put the idle up. Both fans are now running, and it'll keep a fair amount of air across the radiator and the condenser. So we're going to run it for a couple of minutes, and then we'll take it out down the highway and wring its neck. But on the way home last night, it did real well. We got a big clear section of freeway by ourselves. I was doing 70 plus, and I just kept pushing the throttle down in 5th gear, and it pulled up indicated 95 without much trouble. Okay, so we're gonna when you loosen this off, you want this wiggly wiggly, and just take the slack out of it. and we're good to go. Okay? Do not set the idle with that cable. I'll go in the garage here where it's quieter. Okay, so if you're going to go through smog check, sometimes these things won't pass on idle, especially in this moronic state of Gavin useless and these silly smog laws. The car complied with regulations when it was new and had to comply with X, Y, and Z. The state wants it to be, you know, A, B, and C now because they keep trying to get you off the road. And these things sometimes won't pass on the idle circuit just because the way the machines are programmed. So all you have to do is get it hot, stinking hot, water temperature up, get the cats hot, get to the smog station, don't turn it off. Keep the cats hot, let it settle down on the base idle, you know, with the AC off, and then just open the hood and just turn the cable up so it's pushing about 950, right around 1,000 RPM, and it should fly right through the low speed test. And no, they can't put it on a dyno. It's full-time four-wheel drive. It will literally drive off their little dyno. Okay? Anyway, that's enough for this afternoon. Like, subscribe, tell your friends. Subscribe's a big deal. Got to have your numbers up there, please. Talk to you later. Bye-bye. Hi there. Well, we're back again on this early MGB. Well, it's not too early. It's got a 5-main engine in it. But anyway, we've just got the gasket on the pan, right? And only goes on one way. So make sure that hole lines up with that tube there. Otherwise, you're in for trouble, okay? Do that. Then we're gonna go over here. And we're gonna go down here. And we got a competition oil pump in there. Because the old joke is, some's good, more's better, too much is just right. And so we don't get a leak back here. This is a real pain in the butt on these cars. Hang on and we'll get some goodies. All right, we've got the pan on. See what I did? Put a couple of punches in a pokey bar to hold the pan in place, okay? Makes it a lot easier when it's on its side like this. These are all quarter American. So we'll get one started over here. Just like that. That's one in. Two in. Ta-da. All right. Just keep on putting them in. Okay. All right, get it? Kind of easy. I'm gonna move you over here so I don't bang into you. See what I'm doing. Only dropped one today so far. Good to go. Oh. Here we go. Okay. And then can't forget drain cloth. Got a nice copper washer on it. Could use a better plug than that, but that's all he's got right now, so that's what he gets. Make sure you do it up tight. 3/4 inch American. Okay. And we're gonna tighten this up right away and we're good to go. All right, so anyway, we're doing these up. Got interrupted by a phone call. Snug them up, don't over tighten them, okay? And I've got a real live MG gasket in there. Bitch with an MGB, at least with your car, unlike my race car, you can't get the oil pan off once the engine's bolted in. Terrible deal, but that's the way it goes. All right. Down the bottom and we're done. Oh, I gotta get that other MG apart. Come on, oh, look at that. The pan's bashed. See, somebody put the dent in it, and we can't get the screw done up because it knocks the socket off. So we'll undo that one. Like that. Put it right there. And we'll bang that straight, we'll be done. Okay, so you don't have to get nuts, just almost. There we go. Then go around once, just to make sure you don't have anything loose. One more, we're done. Ta-da. Okay. That's it for now. We're tools to put away. Wet hands. And if you're a shop, account for your time. like, subscribe. Wow. Bye. Okay, we're back on this disco, but we didn't bring you along because we were pushed for time. So we got all the hoses on. This is a Mickey Mouse monkey motion. All this is down here is new. And the piece of hose they gave you was wrong. Whoever made this thing in China fit the plastic, wouldn't fit the pumps. We had to take it all back out, cut it off because couldn't get it off. Find a piece of 1.5-inch hose, cut it to length, make it fit. All fits. There's a trick to filling these stupid disco tubes, and what you do is you put the elbow on down there on the radiator and do it up. You leave the clamp at the bottom of the thermostat loose. Then we pour water in the radiator by way of taking this top pipe off and bending it up, pouring it in. When we get a gallon of water in there, then you just pull the thermostat out and you'll get a geyser of water coming up, and then get it into the thermostat and then shove it back in and do it up. It's comical, but it works. Get all that on. We're waiting for a piece of hose right now to go to here. To here, somebody's broke this off. The other thing somebody did is they did one of these screws up, which goes here, which holds that, and they did it up so tight they burst it. So you're supposed to have washers on these, people. See the washer? I put a washer on it, see? Da-da-da-da-da. So we'll clean this and put some JB Weld in there for the time being, because customers, I mean, can't keep throwing money in it. This is the biggest nightmare that came out of England were these things, because of all the plastic. You got the bean counters running the show instead of engineers. Anyway, we're going to start it up after we have lunch, and we'll bring you along if I remember. Bye.